My goal for today is to increase security for the winter chicken yard.
My nose is frozen.
Did you put your face in the snow?
Yes.
How's that feel?
Good. Will it see it melting?
I do. I bet that's pretty cold.
Well, it's pretty good. Nose is frozen.
You're really silly.
Yes.
Look who decided to come out. One of the barred rocks. But she refuses to stand in the snow. She wants to stand in the feed. Hello. You guys can't hibernate all winter in there. You're gonna have to come out a little bit. This is the ambitious one here. What is your plan now? Easy. Easy, girl. Easy. The girls are doing just fine in this winter weather. They were built for this sort of thing, of course, with all this wool. This bucket method seems to be working just fine for them. Every couple hours I come out here and break up the ice that starts forming on the top, and then I bring in the bucket at night to keep it from completely freezing through. When I brought the water out here this morning for them, I saw Clover had snow all over her mouth, so she was probably eating some of the snow to get her hydration. We got another couple inches of snow last night. It's nice, light, and fluffy. What's made this all manageable, though, is the last couple days the wind has been almost non-existent, which has made it a lot nicer to work out here. What are you doing?
I was nervous I can float on you.
You're gonna throw it on me again?
Yeah.
Why do you want to do that?
Because it's fun.
You can see the accumulation building up on the greenhouse. For scale, there's my hand. The cattle panels are still holding it just fine. They're not flexing to the point where it's touching this 2x4 beam yet. One of our viewers, Joan Smith, asked if I thought that having just this cattle panel and chicken wire would be enough security to protect the chickens over the winter, to which I responded, no. My plan is to put plastic insulators on the T-post just like we have here and run polywire on the low end and the high end to reduce the likelihood of somebody wanting to dig under or climb over. This one right here is one of the insulators I couldn't get off because the way I installed the cattle panels when we originally did this. But normally this insulator would be sticking out this way and the polywire would be on the interior of the perimeter here. There is a product called a reverse T-post insulator, so the insulator can stick on the outside of the T-post. I went out to the farm store to get the reverse insulators, and I went to check out and realized I didn't have my wallet. So I had to come back home. We ate lunch. Ashley said she needed to make a trip to the hardware store, so she would just go back to the farm store and get the stuff for me. She just left to go do that. So in the meantime, while I'm waiting for her to come back, I'm gonna try something here in the chicken yard. I cleared a path around the front of the tractor all the way over to the front of the greenhouse. So if they get a little stir crazy, they'd be a little bit more likely to come out. There we go. We have some takers. Come on out. Move it over here. A little less crowding. There you go. Well, that worked pretty well for getting them out. Barred rock even went into the greenhouse. You enjoying that high protein grower feed? And tails just still won't come out. It doesn't look like he's sick or anything's wrong with him. He just don't want to come out. Ashley's back with the insulators. I have my polywire. Let's get started. Hello. Hello. Who are you? What's your name? Let me see your tag. Yeah, no tag. Okay. So I see you brought home another friend.
Yes.
Yesterday, when you went for a walk, you came back with a pug. There's a pug running around here.
A very, very cute pug who followed me home jogging, and she does not have any sense about cars. She almost made it from a school bus, and it's 17 degrees, and she has really, really short fur.
What kind of dog is that?
I don't know. I would say maybe part border collie.
Well guys, the mission is not accomplished. I'm out of time for the day. I gotta go in and make dinner, and we're almost out of daylight. This dog has caused a major distraction for me. I needed a gate handle for the polywire that's going on the cattle panel gate right here. So I went out to the pasture to get one of my spare ones, and the dog followed me out there, and the sheep of course got really nervous when they saw the dog, and he was pretty interested in the sheep. At first it looked like the polywire was holding him out. He actually got shocked by it a few times, went running off, but he was persistent and managed to get through. There was one part of the polywire where it was just a little bit wider because the bottom strand was covered in snow and kind of pulled down. So he was able to slip through, and just the top of his back scraped on the wire above him. I was really impressed with how Clover handled it. She was of course upset, but she met him head on. I actually missed this part, I didn't get it on film, but she went right up to his face and they actually touched noses, but she stood there and she stomped her foot. I do have some footage of her and Daisy stomping their foot at them, which is their only defensive mechanism. That's really all they have, is they stomp their foot. But she got a little aggressive and it was kind of cool to see. Of course, if it were an aggressive dog or a coyote, she would have just been the first one to have gotten eaten. Let me show you what I did real quick. I got all of the insulators on and I got the top strand of polywire all the way around the perimeter. I ran out of the insulators. I thought I'd have enough to go all the way around, but I was a few short on a few T-posts, so I just used some step-in posts and got them in the best I could with a frozen ground, and I'm using that to offset the wire from the metal. So tomorrow, all I have to do to finish is I'm going to tie one of these gate handles off on the other end. That way I can hook this here and just unhook this to open the cattle panel when I need to. And then I'm just going to run the polystrand on the bottom. And I also got the chicken wire, which I'm going to use to replace this plastic mesh.
It's time to decorate the tree. What do you think, Daddy?
I like it.
Let's go.
Needs a little more work though.
Needs a little, yes, it needs some more lights, it needs something on the top, and it needs more ornaments. And I'm not totally sold on this green ribbon.
And there's not enough ornaments.
There are not enough ornaments. So we'll get some more ornaments out of storage and probably our red and gold ribbon. It's a really cute little tree. It deserves a little more work from us.